Hi, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how I made this delicious s'mores turnovers. So let's get started. I have one box of ready roll puff pastry sheets, my Nutella, some white marshmallows and one egg for my egg wash. I'm going to start by unrolling my puff pastry. There's a piece missing at the top here, but that's fine. We can just cut that off. Just going to take a square ramekin and I'm going to use this as a stencil. I'm just going to press this down gently onto my pastry and then I will be cutting this out with a knife. I use my pastry straight out the fridge, so you don't need to wait for it to come to room temperature for this, because it's much easier to work with the pastry when it's still cold, at least for this recipe anyway. I think I can get around 6 squares out of this. Now I'm just going to take a knife and start cutting along the lines. You can just get rid of all the extra bits. So now I'm going to start folding over my turnovers, and they should look something like this. Now I'm just going to take my Nutella jar and I'm going to scoop some Nutella out with a spoon, and I'm going to spread this over my pastry with the back of the spoon. I don't want to get too close to the edges, so I'm just leaving a small gap as I will be folding these over, and I don't want the Nutella to squeeze out onto my pastry. Now I'm just going to be adding my marshmallows. You can use white or pink, whatever your preference is really. Now I'm just going to use a fork and I am going to press this down along the edges. Now that's one pastry complete and 5 more to go. So I'm just going to take my next pastry and I'm just going to repeat the same process as I did with the first one. Folding over my pastry, adding my Nutella, and then adding my marshmallows, folding over and pressing down with a fork. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. At this point, you may also want to preheat your oven to gas mark 7. Once all my puff pastries are fully assembled, I'm going to be using my fork to pierce a hole at the top of each of the pastries. Now I've just taken my egg and added it to a ramekin. Just going to give this a quick mix before I add my milk. Just going to give this a really good mix. Now my egg wash is ready. I'm just going to take a brush and I'm going to brush this along the top of the pastry and along the edges. Once I have brushed all the tops of the pastries with the egg wash, I'm just going to place this in the oven for around 12 minutes, which is according to the instructions on the back of the packaging of the pastry that I have used. The times and temperatures can vary depending on what brand you're using, so I would always advise that you cook it according to the instructions on the back of your packaging. Now these are ready to go in the oven. I've just taken these out of the oven. As you can see, they're nice and golden on the top and they're nice and gooey with chocolate oozing out. Now I'm just going to be taking a sieve and some powdered sugar, and I'm just going to be dusting this on top of all of my puff pastries. I have also melted some chocolate, which I am going to drizzle on top of my puff pastries. I added my chocolate to a piping bag and now I'm just drizzling on top of all my puff pastries. Now my s'mores are pretty much ready. This is so chocolatey and so gooey. I can't wait to eat these. My s'mores are ready to serve, so hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hope to see you all back for my next video.